Michigan Democratic Senator Gary Peters. He's the ranking member on the Homeland Security Committee and a member of the Armed Services Committee. He also served in the U.S. Navy Reserve. Senator, thank you very much for joining us. The president is intervening, breaking the chain of command here. What consequences does that have?
Well, I think it's very unfortunate what he is doing. We have a process under the Uniform Code of Military Justice. That process needs to go forward. The U.S. military is the most professional military in the world, and the reason it's professional is because we have a code of conduct that we follow. And to have the president intervene and to circumvent that, I think has some really bad consequences. And that's why certainly I think it was bad. And I know many senior military officials also thought that that was inappropriate for the president to do that, particularly given the fact that in the Navy SEAL community, we're dealing with a variety of issues right now related to behavior. There are commanders that believe they have to rein in some of that behavior, and they need to hold some folks accountable for their actions. This sends a terrible message to the commanders who are trying to make sure that they maintain the highest level of professionalism within the U.S. Navy SEALs.
Who was passing judgment on the Navy SEAL before the president got involved? It was other SEALs, right?
It's other SEALs. It's through the process. That's a judicial process that goes forward. That's how the community polices the members of the community, and it's important for that to be an objective process. Politics shouldn't factor in on this in any way. It's important to maintain the integrity of it.
When it comes to behavior like the behavior that he was found guilty for, posing with the dead body of a teenager that he had stabbed, why do we have these rules in place? Why do we say no? I mean, other than the basic morality there, why do we say no to war crimes? Why are we holding the position that our service members must treat prisoners with the same dignity and respect that presumably we'd want to be treated with if we were captured across enemy lines?
Well, I think that's right. You're absolutely right, is that we uphold the standard that we would hope every country would uphold. But that's who we are as the U.S. military. We are the most professional service in the world. And when we go into battle, we are consistent with the rules of warfare. We are law-abiding. We follow the Uniform Code of Military Justice. To me, that's the values of who we are as Americans. And to think that we would go to a lower level is not something that the men and women who serve their country with honor would want to do. That is simply unacceptable. And we don't want to set a standard where anything goes, and the United States is no different than a rogue terrorist organization. We are better than that, and we can beat them. And we can beat them because we have the most professional military in the world. We understand good order and discipline is how you are very effective, and we have to uphold that standard in every opportunity we get.